I think all the different relationships I've formed have been amazing, and I've had the great opportunity to meet so many wonderful people, gaining all kinds of creative perspectives. New footage linking Sharif O'Neal and Kobe Bryant's daughter is going viral. The clips are everywhere, but the real story behind them is even more explosive than what's being shared online. What was caught on camera? Why is it blowing up so fast? And what does it mean for the Bryant and O'Neal legacies? Let's break it down. The viral storm that shook two legacies. The internet is exploding with shocking new footage that brings together two names nobody expected to see in the same headline. Sharif O'Neal and Kobe Bryant's daughter. This isn't a casual celebrity sighting. It's a bombshell moment that has left fans stunned, critics debating, and the Bryant family legacy pulled into the spotlight once again. People are calling it outrageous and unexpected. Some even say this might be the most devastating leak for the Bryant family's carefully guarded privacy since Kobe's passing. The speed of this footage's spread across TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter, racking up millions of views in just hours, makes it even more infuriating. But the central questions remain. What exactly was caught on camera? And why is it creating such an explosive reaction? A line from Sharif O'Neal, taken years ago, now feels prophetic. I've talked to Kobe sometimes. I might start training with him. Fans are directly linking that statement to the viral footage today. Sharif was always open about his admiration for Kobe, but no one imagined that connection would resurface in such a shocking way years after Kobe's tragic death. The outrage is fueled by the fact that the Bryant daughters, especially Natalia, have tried to carve their own paths away from the basketball court and away from scandal. Yet, here's Natalia Bryant, suddenly linked to Sharif O'Neal, the son of Kobe's old Lakers teammate, Shaquille O'Neal. This isn't just about family ties. It's about how private lives are being invaded, how carefully built reputations are being tested, and how fans are reacting with outrage. Kobe's words about teaching young players take on new weight now. Natalia's own past interviews painted her as someone looking to step into industries far removed from basketball. She talked openly about her modeling career, her inspirations, and her struggles balancing college life. Yet, her father's legacy keeps pulling her back. Her mantra, as she once stated, was, honestly, I think that less is more, and I think that's the best advice that I've ever been given. But the viral footage creates the complete opposite effect. More attention, more speculation, and more scandal. This is where the hypocrisy comes in. Fans claim to respect the Bryant family's privacy, yet they're the same ones sharing, commenting, and amplifying the video. Every view and every retweet contributes to the devastating impact this footage is having. To understand this, we need to grasp the connections. Sharif O'Neal was never just a random player. He grew up around Kobe, watching the Lakers dynasty from the inside. He was Shaq's son, but Kobe was also a mentor figure he looked up to. An old clip of Sharif saying, probably during the summer, "Yeah, oh, how dope is that?" Now hits harder, foreshadowing how intertwined the families were. Natalia is no stranger to the spotlight. She signed with IMG Models and has expressed her love for fashion and film, making it clear she wanted her own identity. She once shared a heartfelt memory. So my dad and I would always watch as many movies as we can. That's how she wanted to honor him, through private traditions, not viral scandals. The devastating irony is that this footage drags her back into the shadow of Kobe and into headlines with Sharif. The internet is twisting Kobe's mentorship into something else entirely, using Natalia's name as clickbait. It's outrageous because Natalia has done nothing to deserve this storm. She is a young woman navigating college and her ambitions, but the algorithms only see views and shares. This is why people are divided. Some say Natalia should embrace the legacy, while others argue this is invasive and disrespectful. But we are only scratching the surface. The most shocking details haven't been revealed. The outrage, the spin, and the exploitation machine. The viral wildfire surrounding Sharif O'Neal and Natalia Bryant set off a chain reaction of outrage. The question is whether this is harmless content or the most devastating invasion of privacy the Bryant family has faced since Kobe's passing. What makes it shocking is that the footage itself isn't what people expected. It's not scandalous in a traditional sense. The outrage is about how the internet has spun it into something bigger. when Natalia said, I think that all the different relationships have been amazing. And I think that all the different creative perspectives. She was talking about modeling and the creative industry. But online, her words are being twisted into fuel for speculation. This is brutal because Natalia didn't ask for this. She's balancing school, modeling, and her ambitions, yet she's being dragged to the mud by the same platforms that claim to celebrate her family. Sharif's connection to Kobe was real. He recounted how Kobe would check in on him and push him. To use that bond as a backdrop for scandal is exploitative. Even Sharif's old, playful comment, yeah, if we play one-on-one, I'm going to try to win, is now being presented as evidence of a deeper connection. This invades a family that has already endured unimaginable grief. Vanessa Bryant has fought to protect her family's dignity, and now her daughter faces the same invasion. Natalia's hopeful words about her career, hopefully, are now overshadowed. She is being forced onto a runway of public opinion. The public loves seeing legacies collide. They love the drama of Kobe's daughter and Shaq's son being linked, regardless of the cost. But who is Natalia truly? Her genuine excitement about getting into USC. When I first got into USC, I was over the moon. I was freaking out the whole day. Shows the real person behind the headlines. Instead of celebrating that, the internet is gossiping. This is a systemic problem where celebrity families are turned into content. This is a disturbing pattern. Natalia's pure memory of watching movies with her father is now overshadowed. The internet that celebrated Kobe is now tearing down his daughter. Sharif is also caught in the crossfire, his own story reduced to a tabloid headline. The online outrage is brutal. Some defend them, while others make memes and spread rumors. Silence, fallout, and the shocking truth. The shockwaves are not dying down. They are growing messier. The Bryant family's silence is powerful, but it is fueling speculation. People are demanding answers the family does not owe them. Natalia's words about family. I think just try to contact them every day. Just be able to call FaceTime. Highlight her values of privacy and closeness, which stand in stark contrast to the online chaos. Sharif is in a lose-lose situation. Anything he says will be twisted. The public hypocrisy is infuriating. The same people who celebrated Kobe's mentorship of Sharif are now turning it into scandal fodder. Natalia's love for Paris, I just love the ambience there, is drowned out by noise that drags her back into a basketball narrative. The legendary Kobe-Shaq rivalry is being reignited through their children, who never asked to be part of it. The exploitation is financial. Everyone from influencers to brands is cashing in with edited clips and clickbait. When Natalia was asked, so, are we going to see you walking down a runway show at all this season? It was an innocent question. Now, she has been forced onto a runway of scandal, with her privacy and mental health paying the price. This exposes fandom's hypocrisy. One cannot claim to honor Kobe while gossiping about his daughter. Kobe stood for hard work and dignity. This circus is the opposite. The family's silence is their only weapon, but the internet hates a vacuum and fills it with gossip. Here's a shocking twist. The most viral clip isn't even new. It's old footage, repackaged and edited to seem explosive. The public has been tricked into outrage over a moment taken out of context. This is manipulation, revealing a broken online ecosystem. This story is a warning. If we don't change how we consume content, the next generation of celebrity children will never be more than hashtags and gossip fodder. As the footage spreads, we must ask, are we honoring Kobe's legacy or are we helping to destroy his daughter's peace? The choice isn't theirs. It is ours.